The pharaohs were the rulers who ruled ancient Egypt for a long period of more than 3,000 years, starting from about 3150 BC until 30 BC. The pharaonic civilization was one of the greatest civilizations in history, leaving a huge cultural and scientific legacy that influenced the entire world. The system of government in pharaonic Egypt was centralized and autocratic. The pharaoh was the absolute ruler and divine representative on earth, and was considered the son of the god Ra. The pharaoh had absolute religious, political, and military authority, and was responsible for organizing the economy, managing resources, leading armies, and implementing laws. The monarchy was hereditary, with power passing from the pharaoh to one of his sons or relatives. The pharaonic religion was polytheistic, and a large group of gods were worshipped, representing the forces of nature and different aspects of life. The most prominent gods worshipped in ancient Egypt were Ra, the sun god, who was considered the greatest god; Osiris, the god of the dead and the underworld, who represented the cycle of life and death; Isis, the goddess of magic and healing, and the wife of Osiris; Horus, the god of the sky and protection, who was considered the protector of the pharaoh. The temples were the center of religious life, where rituals and religious celebrations were performed. The priests played an important role in society, as they were responsible for maintaining worship and rituals. The pharaohs left a distinctive architectural and artistic legacy, represented by pyramids, temples, and tombs. The most famous of these pyramids are the pyramids of Giza, which include the Great Pyramid of Khufu, one of the 7 wonders of the world. The pyramids served as tombs for kings and were built to be permanent and to immortalize the memory of the pharaohs. Pharaonic architecture was characterized by the use of limestone and granite, and fine engravings that told religious and historical stories. Pharaonic art included sculpture, painting, and pottery, and focused on depicting gods, pharaohs, and daily life. The pharaonic economy was largely based on agriculture, as the fertile lands along the banks of the Nile River provided staple crops such as wheat and barley. The Nile River was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, providing water for irrigation and contributing to soil fertility through annual floods. Besides agriculture, there was extensive commercial activity, as Egypt traded with its neighbors in the Near East and Africa. Egyptian exports included grain, gold, timber, and paper made from papyrus. Daily life in ancient Egypt varied according to social class. The upper class consisted of the pharaoh, nobles, and priests, who lived a life of luxury in palaces decorated with art and artifacts. The middle class included craftsmen and merchants, who lived a relatively comfortable life. The lower class consisted of peasants and laborers, who worked in agriculture and construction. Despite their difficult lives, they played an essential role in the pharaonic economy. The pharaohs were advanced in many fields of science and technology. They developed their own writing system, hieroglyphics, which was used to document important events and religious affairs. They also excelled in medicine, providing medical treatments for wounds and diseases, and had advanced knowledge of anatomy. Engineering and mathematics were among the sciences in which the pharaohs excelled, as they used them in building temples and pyramids and in managing irrigation and agriculture. Women in pharaonic society enjoyed a relatively good status compared to other civilizations of that period. Women could own land and work in various fields such as trade and divination. Some women reached high positions, such as Queen Hatshepsut, who ruled Egypt as a pharaoh. The pharaonic army was a pivotal force in maintaining the stability and expansion of the kingdom. Wars were fought to defend Egypt or to conquer new lands. The pharaohs sometimes led armies themselves, and they revered the warriors as heroes. Despite their power, the pharaohs faced internal and external challenges over time. Foreign invasions, such as those led by the Persians and then Alexander the Great, as well as internal chaos, led to the decline of the pharaoh's power. In 30 BC, the era of the pharaohs ended with Egypt being annexed to the Roman Empire after the defeat of Cleopatra VII and Mark Antony. If you like the content, click like and follow to encourage us to continue.